talaga dito for these kinds of liquidities, we'd want to have a perfect understanding. So, like a good entry here or a good entry here, then definitely guys, if we see this perfectly, mas madali tayo makakapag-trade talaga. It's alright. Hi guys! Welcome back to Crypto Traders Tambayan. Ako nga pala si McRae, and ngayon magdi-discuss tayo ng panibagong topic about trading. Paano ba tayo mas gagaling sa trading or how we can improve with our trades. Alright? Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon guys is liquidity. Ano ba talaga importance ng liquidity dito? Kasi number one is a lot of people understand liquidity pero hindi nila na-apply ng maayos on how to actually trade the liquidity. Yung mga terms na narinig natin like liquidity sweeps, kailan ba tayo mag-entry, where do we put our stop losses. Now this is the perfect video for us to understand how we would be able to properly apply this onto our trades. Alright, so let's jump onto it guys. Tignan natin yung sa chart. Ano ba talaga si liquidity? So guys, looking at the chart here, this is one example of liquidity guys. Now, ano ba talaga si liquidity guys? Ang liquidity kasi, this is a bulk of orders or money in the market. Typically, kung iisipin natin how liquidity works is, sabihin natin guys, kapag mas marami tayong sellers sa market, bumabagsak si market. Pag mas marami tayong buyers sa market, tumataas siya. Now, isa sa mga ways ng paggamit ng liquidity is actually spotting reversals. Pero syempre, liquidity is more than just spotting reversals. It's also being able to do what we call perfect entries. And even as well, to be able to avoid what we call trades kung saan medyo napaagay entry natin or sabihin natin trades kung saan tumatama talaga siya sa stop losses natin. Okay? So, simulan muna natin dito. This is one example kung paano natin mas maiintindihan si liquidity. Number one, guys, is if we look here sa taas, is once that the market hit this area of liquidity wherein it has what we call equal high, bumagsak bigla si market or nag-drop down siya down to this price here. Now, typically, as a trader na, kumbaga, ang tinatawag natin, typical traders, they would do a stop loss area above this specific area of liquidity. So, dito sila nag-selling. Pag umakyat sa area na to, mag-i-stop loss na yung specific position or order nila. And as well, after they create a selling position here, they would have a target onto the lower area of liquidity. Okay? Now, same goes guys if these traders are selling on the bottom side of the chart. Let's say, na-hit na ang bottom liquidity or gumawa siyang tinatawag natin equal high dito sa ilalim, they would now put a stop loss around this area and then buy from this specific liquidity. And same goes guys, they would also have a target around this liquidity above naman. Okay, that's one simple way na intindihin to sa liquidity. Kasi another way that people look at liquidity, some people just understand liquidity as what we call support and resistances. Alright, so pag-usapan natin guys, how do we spot the kinds of liquidity in the market? Kasi we have three kinds of liquidity. Alright, so pag-usapan natin yan. Let's look at the three kinds of liquidity. So guys, ito yung types of liquidity natin. Tulad ng sabi ko, meron tayong tatlong types ng liquidity. So kung makikita nyo dyan guys, actually apat ang nakikita nyo. Kasi we could say that this is actually the same. So this first kind of liquidity guys is divided into two. We have what we call the equal high liquidity and then the equal low liquidity. Now, ang kasunod dyan guys, we also have the trend liquidity and then last guys, we have the range liquidity. So of course guys, pag-uusapan natin yung differences on how equal high, equal low, trend, and range liquidities differ from each other and paano ba natin talaga siya gagamitin. Kasi of course guys, hindi naman porket nakikita natin sa equal high liquidity, it's gonna be the same as applying it towards a range liquidity. But the good thing is that if we're actually using these liquidities, is we can combine these kinds of liquidities to actually form one solid strategy. And to tell you, isa to sa mga ginagamit ko talaga when it comes to me doing my positions in trading. Okay? So guys, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon yung first kind of liquidity natin. The first kind of liquidity that we actually have is what we call the equal high and the equal low, or what commonly traders look at it as support and resistance. So, basic understanding guys, kung di pa tayo aware support and resistance is the price above and the support is the price below. So typically parang ganyan, people would refer to this as the resistance and then people would refer to this as the support. Pero how do traders actually react to what we call this support and resistance idea of liquidity? Ang normal reaction talaga ng traders guys is once that the market hits the resistance area and does what we call a bounce back, or what we call a reversal dito, parang ganyan, ang gagawin nila guys is they would start to create a order here. Either meron silang stop loss dito or they would perform what we call an entry of a buying position here for a breakout. But typically guys, when you actually look at the market, we would actually look into a chart later on. Ang makikita talaga natin dito guys, the market would typically, instead of it dropping down straight towards, let's say, ito guys yung target natin for the price or even lower, let's say dito, kunyari dito ang isa pa nating target, ang gagawin muna ni market is, mag-aano muna siya guys, it would do what we call a bounce back or a sweep for the liquidity, or another term is liquidity hunt. Kakainin niya muna tong liquidity niya dito bago siya bumaba ulit. So, what happens to us as a trader, guys? As a trader, commonly guys, is we get stopped out or we actually get what we call what we call our stop loss. So, yun yung unang tatamaan sa atin, yung stop loss. So, typically, as for me, if I would be trading this, is I would actually put my entry once the liquidity enters here. Bakit? Kasi guys, dito, mas maigi nating maiintindihan if we would be doing what we call a buy position or a sell position again. Because once that the liquidity was eaten here, typically, a lot of traders have already orders dyan. So, yung tinatawag natin guys, yung mga sell stop or buy stop, sell limit, buy limit, is meron na silang position above the liquidity area. So, yung instead of us entering right away sa liquidity area and doing a sell, and us actually getting stopped out kasi hindi pa na-hit yung target natin, is we would now want to wait for this because there would already be a bulk of orders here which would actually cause the market to actually drop down if it's coming from an equal high, or same goes guys if we're doing it from an equal low dito. Diba? So kung dito tayo naka-base, ito same din ang gagawin talaga ni market halos. Is it would actually eat up its liquidity here kung meron stop loss dito or meron tayo mga orders kung saan tayo ay magsa-start magkaroon ng buying from this area. So typically yan ang tipong gagawin talaga ni market, is it would start to take up the liquidity first before it actually goes up down. So ano ba yung pinaka-advice ko dito guys? If we're trading this kind of liquidity, is we want to make sure or confirm our position by waiting for the market to actually exceed. Kumbaga hihigitan niya ng konti yung liquidity area niya. So tingnan natin sa chart guys para mas maintindihan natin what it actually looks like. So guys, ito naman yung perfect example natin when it comes to equal high and equal low. So, kung titingnan natin si chart dito, the market started to create what we call an equal low here, or either relatively low prices sa iisang range. And then, ano ba yung normal reaction natin as a trader, di ba? So, once the market hit this specific price, ang normal reaction ng trader is siya ay magbabaying, and then they would put what we call a stop loss around this range or price. Okay? Pero like what I discussed earlier, sabi ko nga sa inyo, is typically, you do not want to be impulsive when it comes to entering the equal highs or equal lows. Kasi nga, the normal response of a trader, nakita si support, ang gagawin nila is magbabuying sila agad kasi nga nag-bounce back from the support price. Pero, if we perfectly understand when we would be doing the entries talaga, is we would not just be typically doing an entry right away here. Because we would be stopped out once the market hunted down the liquidity. Diba? Kasi pag na-perfect natin or nagamit natin na maayos tong pag-apply ng equal high and equal low for liquidity, mas makukuha natin yung specific price targets natin. Kasi if you notice, this specific area is a break of structure. So meaning, nung kinuha niya si liquidity dito, ayan dito, we could have made an entry towards the break of the structure. Meaning, nalagpasan na niya yung specific area na yan. So we would look at a specific entry na ganito guys. Okay? And then, have our stop loss around this specific area here. Okay? So, if you take a look, after the break of structure, is pagka-play out the market, nilagpasan pa niya or in-exceed pa niya yung actual target natin, which had actually been higher. Kasi nga, it was already a break of structure, which means it would be looking as if a market shift dito towards saan papunta talaga si market. So, normal traders, guys, they would tend to do a buying position here, but a smart trader, guys, would wait for the liquidity hunt para kainin lahat ng tinatawag nating buy limit orders na sinet na ng ibang traders. Kasi doon nagkakaroon ng bulk of orders. Like what I said, liquidity means there is more bulk of orders, let's say for buying, meaning the market should be going up. More bulk of orders for selling, meaning the market should be going down. So this is a perfect example, guys, for equal highs and equal lows. So guys, pag-usapan naman natin ang trend liquidity. So of course, si trend liquidity, guys, magko-compose to ng higher highs and higher lows or lower highs and lower lows. Tulad dito, of course, kasi we're looking at a downtrend in the market and also what we call break of structures dito habang bumabagsak siya. Okay? So, ano ba yung typical, guys, na gagawin ng isang trader? Normally, sir, guys, ang gagawin natin as a trader is we want to wait for the market to retest the trend line. Pagka-retest ng trend line, we would be positioning ourselves for a sell. But of course, ang pinaka-advice ko dito, guys, is number one is we want to avoid trading trend lines. Kasi yung typical sa akin, guys, is normally hindi natin alam kung kailan siya magbe-break of structure or what we call a market structure shift pala. And sometimes, hindi rin natin alam kung talagang tutuloy lang siya as a trend. So, typically guys, kung titingnan natin dito, let's say tayo dito ay nagtitrade dahil nga tuloy-tuloy na yung bearish trend natin, guys, when this market retest on the price here, ang gagawin natin, guys, is tayo ay maglalagay ng stop loss dito and we would sell from the trend line right here. Pero, ang initial, guys, na mangyayari dyan, we also have other traders, another form of order above here, which is what we call yung buy stop natin. Yung mga taong nag-look forward na ma-break yung pinaka-down structure niya or pinaka-bearish structure ni market. And also what we call the manual entries ng trader naman dito. Yung mga hinihintay na i-retest naman ni market. Yung tipong ganito, guys, magiging itsura niya. Is, aakyat siya dyan, and then i-retest niya dito bago sila mag-buying. Okay? Pero, ano ba yung downside nito, guys? Is because we never really know when the market would really do what we call a market structure shift or a change of its direction unless i-break niya talaga tong specific lower high na to around this area, guys. So, ano mangyayari, guys, if somebody trades this? Normally, guys, ang mangyayari is this would actually be eaten up by the market. Ibig sabihin, the market would eat us up and then spit us out right away. Kasi bakit? Sa mga nag-selling position is i-hit si stop loss. Sa mga nag-buy stop naman is it would do the same thing. Right? Because normally, if we look at liquidity talaga and we don't really look at the trend line, kunyari guys, ito, hindi ko titignan si trend line, burahin natin si trend line dito, is ang titignan ko dito guys, is itong liquidity area na to or what we call the supply zone. Now, if you don't have an idea for the supply zone, guys, don't worry, magpo-post ako ng isa pang video regarding the demand and the supply zone para mas may idea tayo how it actually works. But for here, let's see dito guys, sa supply zone na to, if you notice, when the market started to take up the supply zone is, kinain niya lahat ng orders na meron tayo. So, instead of us making profit, this is something wherein we would be losing from the market. So, one piece of advice, guys, is I would really advise that we avoid trading a trend line when it comes to looking at liquidity, guys. Kasi kaya ko nga tinuturo, guys, paano gamitin ito sa liquidity is for us to have, number one, better trades. Okay? So, yun lang, guys. That's the simple way of understanding what we call liquidity dito. Or trend line liquidity. Kasi kung titingnan natin dito, guys, nung kinain niya yung supply zone, guys, mas lalong na bumagsak si market. And then, another picture you wanna see here is after a while, tsaka lang tayo nagkaroon ng market structure shift when the market broke this lower high dito. Ayan o. So, tumaas na dire-diretso si market. So, typically guys, dito tayo mas gusto mag-entry ng buying position natin. Normally dito guys, if we would be doing this, same as yung equal high and equal low natin, pwede tayo dito mag-selling position. But again, hindi kasi natin alam guys kung gaano ka deep ibabagsak pa niya or gaano ka saglit lang bago mag-market structure shift tulad na nangyari dito. Alright? So, that's how we understand the range or the trend liquidity. Alright? Pag-usapan naman natin guys yung range liquidity natin. So guys, pag-usapan ngayon natin yung range liquidity. So, typically guys, sa range liquidity natin na makikita talaga natin dito is number one, is this would of course perform what we call swing highs and swing lows. So, typically guys, pag swing highs and swing lows natin, ang una natin makikita guys is different liquidities in the exterior and the interior chart formation. So, meaning, if we look at here, guys, we have the liquidity here for equal highs. And then we also have liquidity here for an equal low. Dito sa area na to, parang ito, equal low. And then internal, guys, for equal high dito. And then also, so on and so forth yan guys. Kasi typically guys, kapag tinignan talaga natin to dito, ayan, number one guys, dito natin papasukin yung mga swings kasi natin dito. Now, just like what we said earlier, typically guys, if we do a sell here, we would have our stop losses here. If we do our sell here, we would have our stop losses here. If we do our sell here, we would actually have our stop losses here. Or our buy here, we would have our stop losses here naman. Okay? Pero guys, when it comes to range liquidity kasi guys, typically, ang pinaka-advice ko dito guys, once you look at your chart kasi guys, number one guys, is kailangan naiintindihan mo yung direction talaga ni chart. Meaning, maganda i-trade si range because this specifically gives us targets eh. Like what you see in the chart, we would have specific targets here. If we look here naman, if we traded on that pinakaunang liquidity on the high here, we would have a solid drop from the market from this price, dropping down here, hitting this specific target, right? But of course, if we don't have a good understanding towards the range kung saan siya aabot, then definitely guys, this could cause us to be liquidated by the market. So ano ba yung number one advice ko dito guys is, first of all, you need to understand the liquidity. But if we don't understand it, don't trade it. Yun lang yun. Diba? Kasi, this is actually one of the safest ways to trade, especially guys, if you're looking as if a swing trader. Diba? Kasi kung nag-swing tayo palagi, we would have a perfect understanding of the liquidity and a perfect understanding when we do our entries here. Right? Kung kailan tayo mag-swing high and kung kailan tayo mag-swing low. Kasi nga, yung mga areas natin for liquidity dito is going to be definitely giving us a solid target. Kasi we would be able to compare kung saan nanggaling si market at saan siya babalik. Pero most likely guys, kung tayo ay nagtitrade talaga dito for these kinds of liquidities, we'd want to have a perfect understanding. So, like a good entry here or a good entry here, then definitely guys, if we see this perfectly, mas madali tayo makakapag-trade talaga. Pero when it comes to range liquidity guys, the safest way talaga to trade this is hindi natin siya naintindihan guys, wag na natin trade. 'Di ba? Hintayin natin guys na magkaroon tayo ng solid understanding muna for liquidity, and then definitely guys, mas madali tayo magte-trade dito. That's my main piece of advice when it comes to this video. Okay? So, let's talk about ano ba yung key points natin dito. Alright? So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Ano ba yung key points natin dito pagdating sa panonood natin about liquidity? Number one is, we need to do this as a practice. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin that each and every upload of my video na pinapanood natin is something na na-apply agad. Definitely, trading is a practice. Trading is a lifestyle. So if you guys are very interested to learn how to trade and definitely make profit, ang suggestion ko guys is you subscribe down below and follow my socials. And if you guys have any questions guys, huwag kayong mahiya, i-DM nyo ako sa Instagram ko. Definitely I answer you guys pag may tanong kayo. You can also follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and even as well as my threads. So guys, thank you again for watching. Thank you for joining me here at Crypto Traders Tambayan. Again, my name is McCray, a full-time trader, 8 years na in the making, and of course, definitely I want to help everyone out. You guys have a great day. See you again on my next video. Bye!
So